What's going on, guys? Coach Luca here.
And I'm Kelsey.
And today, so one of the things that we want to talk, it's a big thing that our kind of tagline that we're going to roll with is rituals over resolutions, right? This is the time of the year where everybody starts making resolutions. We want to talk about the different rituals and habits that are going to make your life better, starting with a morning ritual for quality movement and mobility. Now, these are 6 exercises, some of the exercises, but these 6 are great that I used to do every day after I had a serious back injury that took me out, and legitimately they were saying I would have to have surgery, and I didn't want to go that route, and started kind of studying everything that I can do, and had a morning ritual that would make me even just be able to function. And so these are the 6 exercises that I did and continue to do every day to feel great and have joint health. So if you have nagging injuries, if you have cranky shoulders and low back and knees and things of that nature, like this morning ritual will just help you move, feel better, and it'll help you with performance and training as well, especially because it adds up. Remember, guys, it's a ritual. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with neck cars, okay? So cars doesn't mean cars, but it means circular and controlled articular rotation. So we're gonna reach down. So this is important, okay? We wanna have abs on, butt tight, reach down long, and I'm gonna draw a circle with my chin. So essentially, my nose is going to be the drawing tool. So I'm going to go down, bring my chin to my shoulder, bring it up to the air, all the way to the other side, and back down. And now I'm going to go all the way the other way. And like that, this is nice and controlled. Notice, it's controlled. I'm trying to get all the end ranges and coming back.
So what is this helping with when people work on this?
So what it's going to help you do, number one, you'll notice there's a lot of tightness in the front of your neck because we usually stay in certain positions, right? And actually, neck forward is the big position that we tend to have. So this creates better ranges of motion in our necks, right? Which does a lot of different stuff, because if I can't look and see, my body will tighten up to protect me, okay? So it's going to help you with your neck. It's going to help you with your shoulders, because this is very closely related, okay? Now, what I would recommend that you do at least 10 to 12 rotations, okay? Now, sometimes I would say, I would kind of coach people to do as many as their age. Now, some of you might be like, I'm 50, 60 years old. I'm not going to do 60 rotations. That's perfectly fine. But here's the deal. Do them until you start getting looser, because if you do 10 reps, like you might wake up in the morning and be super tight, but this, slowly for 10, you're slow, obviously the blood flow is going to go in there, those tissues are going to kind of start releasing a little bit, so you're just going to feel better. Trust me on this one, okay? So that's going to be our number one. Number two, we're going to do the same kind of philosophy, but with our shoulder blades. This is just one of those things that very few people work on, right? They're like very glued, their scapula, so their shoulder blade can't really move much, right? It's very stuck. So we're going to train that. So what we're going to do, same thing, squeeze our butt, squeeze our gut, squeeze our gut, and stay nice and tight. And from here, instead of just keeping them straight, I like to go out a little bit, like at about 35 degrees. And imagine that nothing here moves but just my shoulder blades. I'm going to push them forward as far as I can, then I'm going to shrug them up, I'm going to pull them back as far as I can, and I'm going to pack them down into my pocket. And go again. Push forward. Reach them out. Shrug them up. Pull them back. And pack them down. Okay, and then you can also go the other way around, right? Where I'm going up, forward, down, back. Okay? Same thing. I would say 10 each way. So if I'm going 10 one way, I'm speeding this up, obviously, and then 10 the other way. And now I'm doing this fast. You don't want to do this fast. You want to be very deliberate and slow and controlled. And you'll see it's hard, right? But if you have shoulder issues, just doing that in the morning, a lot of times people will be like, man, that little cranky shoulder is better. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3, we're going to get down on the ground. And this one is a hip joint. And it's safe. It's very, very safe. So we're going to be in our little quadruped, I call this quadruped position. And one side, so many of you may have seen this fire hydrant drill, right, to train the glutes. But what we're going to do is we're going to come up and notice my ankle and knee are in the same line. And then I'm going to try to rotate as far as I can that hip in. Now everybody's gonna be a little bit different, and I'm gonna bring it back and then push it forward, nice and controlled. And again, bring it up, swivel that knee as much as I can, and then bring it back, fill in my glute, and bring it forward, okay? Same thing, 10 circles. I would say we probably went a little too fast. And obviously trying to show you guys going through this, but nice and slow and controlled. It doesn't, just because it's simple, it doesn't mean that it's not challenging. But I promise you, these 10 minutes that you invest into your morning will be a huge deal, okay?
Well, that's the thing I feel when you're training mobility, like you were saying, it's not necessarily about speed or reps. It's about the quality of the reps and making sure that you're really having that mind-muscle connection and really just controlling the movement.
Yes, and one of the things that matters a lot is if you get stuck somewhere, right? So where it's smooth, people are like, oh, okay, cool. And then where you get stuck, you kind of want to rush through it. No, like where you get stuck is where you want to be even more deliberate and actually slow everything down even more. Sometimes I'll actually go through that stuck part and do multiple reps, right? To get control, have the brain have control of that joint. So make sure that, like I said, I'd rather you do 6 to 8 reps and they're great than do 12 to 15 and they're kind of just like, you're getting through a sloppy way. Now this next one is kind of like this spinal roll that I love because it touches on a lot of different things. So we're gonna sit back into this. It's called the baby position right here, right? And we're gonna sit on our butt or as far back as you can. From here, I'm gonna push my hands into the ground and my butt's gonna come up in the air. If you can, try to push your heels into the ground. So this is almost like a yoga kind of downward dog position, opening up the hamstrings, and then we're gonna roll forward. Notice we're on the tippy toes, and then we're gonna drop our hips. Now, when I'm here, I wanna pull my shoulders back and just relax, right? So the goal here is like try to relax your lower body and completely, almost like it's disassociated from your upper body. And when we're here, you're gonna probably feel a little bit of stretch in the abs, extending our spine. I like to do like, same thing, side to side. Tuck the chin, looking up. Just working, once again, that neck. And then we're gonna go reverse it the exact same direction. So now I'm gonna tuck my chin into my chest, round my upper back, push back into my hips, or should I say, into the heels, feel that big stretch. And the knees are gonna come down, and I'm gonna sit back on my butt. And that would be one. And once again, around doing about 10 spinal rolls is a great, 10 to 12, 15, a lot of times what I like to say, certain things will feel better faster, certain things will, take maybe a little bit longer depending on where you're cranky. Just kind of go by feel, but hey, 10 should be kind of your goal to do at least, okay? And then we're gonna stay in this position. That's gonna be our base position. So me and Kelsey are gonna get in this position, and out of that, we're gonna go into a Spiderman lunge. Boom. Okay, now, Spiderman lunge, there's a couple of different ways to do it. The one that we're gonna work on here, we're actually gonna punch that back heel out. Okay, so notice how my back knee is locked out, where you attempt to, like driving that heel back as far as you can and pushing this knee forward, right? So essentially we're kind of create as much separation in the hips as possible, because this is what's usually tight for most people, right? So we wanna actively drive forward, actively drive back to create that space. And what this movement, it's called the lunge. I have no idea why, but hey. And so the inside hand, we're going to reach out, kind of like what we did earlier with the shoulder blade popping out, but now we're gonna draw a circle and keep looking at our hand all the way back, and then bring it back in and drop down. See, this drop down, what it does is it stretches my glutes. Pretty damn good, okay? So hand goes back down, we sit back. This is a great position for the spine. I actually like to kind of like wiggle my hips and kind of loosen up my back here. And then I'm just gonna pop up into the other side. Boom, okay? Same thing, I'm punching that heel out, I'm pushing this knee forward, and I do my lizard again. Bam, reach. And all the way around, and back in, okay? And for that one, we'd go 10 total, just 5 alternating per side, okay? I'm looking at a couple of different things, there we go. So once again, this is deliberate, like use those positions, stay nice in those positions, Feel the stretches, feel the control, right? Versus just kind of running through it, okay? And then the last one that we're gonna do, notice like we kind of, this is a very safe position. Like this position doesn't load the spine up a lot. It's just a safe position. This last one is for the upper back to create rotation. Because when I sit back into my butt, I lock my low back in so it can't compensate, which is a big thing a lot of times, right? And we're gonna go and put our hand, not to the side, think like how you'd be in a plank, but I'm gonna put it more towards my midline. I'm gonna put my hand behind my back. Okay, this kind of prevents me from cheating with my shoulder. And now I'm going to open up and kind of look where my shoulder's at, and then come back down. So I'm pushing this elbow into the ground just a little bit and open up. I also like to exhale, so when I open up, because when you get the air out of the thorax, you can rotate more. Coming back down. And same thing, we'd go for 10 reps per side. Now, all of that would probably take you about 6, 8, the beginning maybe even a little bit more, like 10 minutes. What I love, so if you got 10 minutes, 8 minutes, this is great. Let's say you have 15, just put a timer on. Put a timer that you can see, and just keep going through this until you're done with the time. Here's the other thing, if you only have 6 minutes, do you think that you should do it? Absolutely. Just do it for 6 minutes. Just get in whatever you can. I promise you this. What's more important about these rituals is that you do them more frequently. So it's better to do them 7 days a week for 6 to 8 minutes than do them once a week for an hour and a half, just drilling this. I promise you. But what it also does is empowers you, because in the morning, you'll feel better. Like you'll get, and here's the thing, if you have cranky stuff going on, you just don't feel good. You're cranky. You know, like you're not as nice to people, you're not as nice to yourself. And you know, now you're stressed out, maybe the eating doesn't, kick in as well, right? Like, but if you feel better, you're gonna be in a better mood, you're gonna move better, you're gonna behave better, like all that good stuff. So, with that said, really try this out. Like, hey, I got a challenge for you, okay? Do this for the next 30 days, as many times as you can, meaning in those 30 days, can you get it 30 times? Hey, can you get it 20 times? And then let us know how you feel. Seriously, which drill do you love the most? Let us know how you feel, because I will put my money down that you'll feel a lot better, and your training is going to be better too.
Well, and when you focus on these things, like thinking about the neck and the shoulder and all those things, you are able to sit a little bit taller, have a little bit better posture, and think about not only how that feels when you're able to move better, but also what that does to your confidence and how you carry yourself and everything in your everyday life. So it has benefits all around. All around.
Perfect example. Because what they say is in this book Presence is, if we go from this posture to this posture, just our hormones and drive our confidence up. So this is a perfect example where you're going to go through this and you're going to feel better. You're just going to feel better. So that's our challenge to you.
Try it out.
Rituals. Try it out.
Go.
Great.